It's Week 8 of the NFL, where division rivals will clash in the AFC North. It's the Bengals and the Aftershocks, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 22.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
That throw into the arms of Allen. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there? Because I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They end up getting stuck twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Play action. It's Herbert. Out to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. Herbert off of play action. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. A great play there. Standing alone with a new NFL record, 32nd touchdown. And the aftershocks on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength is still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Kylan Granson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And this is now a 1-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so...
He's got a man, complete! And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to go up top again. And it's caught. Touchdown! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the aftershocks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. To the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the 41, Burrow. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Keenan Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 2. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Bengals score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you're...
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 41 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
An entertaining start to the... This one, more to come on EA Sports. He's going to let it go again. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to take another shot here. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the aftershocks are able to widen their advantage. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead. Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction. There we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. They'll buy some time right. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end. I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet. And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return way back at the 11. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it? It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to try and go deep again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Gaskin on the carry, shedding the tackle. And he's got room. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it. Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf.
Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. You know, normally he's probably pretty happy with his performance at this point. He's played pretty well. Bottom line, they're down on the scoreboard, so I'm guessing he's not that happy.
No, the fantasy owners who have him for this week, oh, they're happy with what's going on. But for him leading a team, trying to win a ball game, I agree with you. Not happy at all. Trying to figure out how to up his game and inspire his teammates to do the same.
That's a true leader. Rolling to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. And what a big-time play there. On first down, Justin Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
The speed with which this offense can get down the field. It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Again, Herbert. Flush to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He tried to get away, but to no avail, and an absolute killer there, a 12-yard loss on 1st and goal. 2nd down and goal. Herbert to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And that will be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up... Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Patrick Queen able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw going to be caught left side here by Granson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run now with Gaskin. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The Bengals on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Burrow will throw. He's got Granson, his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Touchdown! Kylen Granson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The home side once again ready to take over offensively. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good...
It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Here's Herbert. Flushed out right. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Aftershocks get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. That's caught. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. To the air again, Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
One more go for this offense in the first half. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the aftershocks are an extra point away from capturing the lead. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Herbert now. It's complete. And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now.
Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And he's been magnificent as we start to roll on all these touchdown passes he's had so far. It's been fun to watch.
It's been almost poetic, hasn't it? Captain, my captain. And this captain is playing so well.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 83 yards. And the aftershocks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
First down, here's Burrow, and that's complete to the right side. It's Allen, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Aftershocks are able to add on to that lead. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Burrow. He finds his man. Complete. It's Fields.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From midfield now, Burrow to the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson. Touchdown, Bengals! Kylan Granson, 50 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. Pretty important 3rd-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Herbert off of play action. He's going to rifle one deep left side. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Mike Edwards picks it off. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Here's Burrow. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. after the turnover. Here's Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's going to go up top again. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Again, Herbert escaping the pressure right. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep body.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. Touchdown! Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. The home side once again ready to take over offensively. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And he stopped immediately there. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's their sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd down now. It's Williams. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They run. It's Williams. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there. I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continue.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Aftershocks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. They'll look to throw, and he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Myles Gaskin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals, if they can convert the extra point, will have the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
60.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So here is the home side to take over on offense. Now the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This is caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone, and now it'll be 4th and goal.
9-yard gain is now 4th and goal.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Flush to his right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Terrace Marshall, his first touchdown on the year. And the aftershocks are once again back in front. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Flushed out right. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw there complete to Allen. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Burrow will throw. Open man. It's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And Burrow going to throw again. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. T. Higgins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Taken in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The home side once again ready to take over offensively. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And playing in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Throwing, Herbert. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Herbert going to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. So Burrow and the Bengals down by 8, a little under 50 seconds to go. A fourth straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. To throw, Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Throwing, Burrow. They get this out wide to Gaskin. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a two-point conversion to tie it. Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this two-point conversion. That's caught. And he is not going to reach the goal line. They were forced to go for it down 2, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they